Match reaction, Newcastle 1, Manchester United 0. Give me your thoughts on that game.
Absolutely shocking. Some performances there were absolute dire, and none more so than Marcus Rashford. I'm telling you, if I was the manager, I would have brought him off after 20 minutes. How Erik ten Hag kept him on that pitch in that second half by bringing him out, I'll never know. Absolutely did not care. He wasn't the only one what put in a poor performance, but I'm telling you, I thought at times there, especially in that first half, while Marcus Rashford was on that pitch, I thought we was playing with 10 men. He did not care. He put no effort in whatsoever, and then it just went right round that team in that first half. Well, right for 80, 90 minutes. I thought it was so poor, I can't remember a team what was so lacklustre for a long, long time.
Yeah, you're talking about Marcus Rashford there. So everyone thought the penalty against Everton would have given him a bit more confidence, going into the next game. Did you see any spring them from that?
Absolutely nothing. It was terrible. Listen, there's no two ways to put this. The man was absolutely terrible. He didn't care. But that has been Marcus Rashford, just lolling up and down the line, not chasing back, not tackling, not caring. His attitude absolutely stinks and has stunk for a long time. It's as simple as that. That's not me having a go at Marcus Rashford because I don't like him. No, I'm using my eyes. He has been absolutely terrible. And the attitude he put out there just went right through the team. The midfield, I thought, was just nowhere at all throughout the game. It was as poor as I can remember.
Yeah, the midfield just did not get control at all throughout that 90 minutes today. And should he have gone with it, maybe a different team selection today, or was it just a lack of effort from players?
Well, Erik ten Hag says he wanted to make changes and rotate players. What rotate? I just don't get it. Rotate Anthony or Palestre. They should have been on the pitch before Rashford. Rashford's been playing all the time. Every time he's got the chance to play and done nothing. I just don't understand why Højlund never started the game. Big lad up there against the big centre halves. We knew it was going to be tough there tonight. We knew they were going to tackle. No one tackled. Every 50-50 ball. United just never got there. Well, I don't even know what tactics it was. A counter-attacking football. Where was that? Where was anyone getting hold of the ball? I mean, Wan-Bissaka there had a poor game tonight. He wasn't helped by Marcus Rashford, but there was times he didn't do his job anyway. But it was just a poor effort all over. I don't know what the tactics were. Erik ten Hag at half-time should have changed it up. It's as simple as that. And he didn't do. What was he expecting them players to do? Come out at half-time and go, yeah, manager spoke to us, we're going to change our attitude. Marcus Rashford, Martial, attitude, stunk the place out. And some performances there stunk the place out.
You've got to look at Scott McTominay as well. He needs a mention as well. Second best in every duel with Joe Linton. He was definitely coming out on top tonight with Scott McTominay.
As poor as I've seen him for a long time. Listen, the tackles, the headers, challenging and all that. No, it was poor. I look at Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw, and them to me were absolutely the only ones what were doing it tonight. Everyone else, where was the talking? Harry Maguire was screaming at players. Now, you don't see that from Harry Maguire. Where was the conversation? Where was the team talking to each other, geeing themselves up and everything? It was poor. I cannot go on too much. Well, I can keep going on and on and on. But it's as simple as this. I don't know what the tactics were. I don't know what they were doing. They were doing nothing. They weren't working together. Nothing was coming off. I thought it was... I was screaming and going mad right throughout the game. But I'll go back to it. What was Erik ten Hag doing, watching that game, any different than me, and shouldn't have made changes at half-time? That's the minimum he should have done.
Do you think them Newcastle defenders, the back four, would have looked at that attacking three from Manchester United today and rubbed their hands together thinking, we'll win every header in the air here today with no Højlund? They must have been pleased that he wasn't starting, surely.
They were laughing their heads off. It was as easy as anything. If you look at that first half, yes, Newcastle had chances, plenty of chances in that, a lot of half chances, and they could sort of consider themselves unlucky not to go in at least one goal up. Do you know what I mean? But they weren't brilliant. Newcastle weren't brilliant there tonight. They've got as many problems as Man United, and they were there. If United would have stuck and played football and gone for it, but to start Martial and Rashford up front, right? Garnacho had a poor game as well, to be honest with you, right? But he was better than them two. Now,
at least he put a bit of work rate in tracking back to try and help out his midfield and left back as well.
He had the work rate in him. That's something what he had in. You know, I seen Martial arguing with Ten Hag on the sideline. But, you know, when I look at it, where was the cohesion from the game, the football, the intricate passing, out from the midfield, out to the wingers, and then players catching up and getting it. Where was the players running into the box?
But surely the midfield, though, have to do better in creating the link from the midfield, well, from the defence to midfield, and then supply the attack as well, though. And there was non-existent today. Bruno in there as well, captain.
Look, the midfield was non-existent today. Andre Onana, the goalkeeper, did anyone show for the ball tonight? He kept kicking it long because he had no option. I did not see any midfielders, right, or really centre-halves coming for the ball. You know, I can understand Maguire and Shaw, first partnership together for, I can't remember when. But where was the midfield looking for that ball, to collect the ball, to turn round, beat a man, beat the press, and then set the forwards alight? It was non-existent. It was I'll go back to it again. As poor as I've seen. And it was a disgrace, really. I didn't see the effort. I just seen people sort of walking around, going through the motions. Every 50-50 ball, we lost. That's what I seen. And it was summed up by that Marcus Rashford walking round the pitch, sulking. The man was a disgrace tonight. He knows what to do. He's a footballer. Do what you're supposed to do. He did nothing. He was a joke tonight. And for Erik Ten Hag to bring him on for the second half was a joke. And that just summed up everything tonight, because nobody knew what they were doing.
Do you think we was lucky to just come away with a 1-0 defeat and it could have been more?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. If there'd have been a better side, Newcastle are better than what they are tonight. Okay, but if they'd have had the shooting boots on, the game would have been over by half time. No two ways about it. They were they wanted it more. That's what I can't understand. People are wearing the red shirt, and Newcastle wanted it more. I didn't see it.
Do you not think Ten Hag, though, has got a lot to, it's got to take a lot of the blame here? Because going at half time after the first half performance like that, you expect top managers to send the team out and you expect a response, and we just did not see that.
How at half time he never changed that forward line, and how he never made a change in the midfield, I'll never know. That's poor management tonight. Everything about Manchester United was as poor as you'll see anywhere tonight. That's management, that's players, that's coaches, that's everything.
Have we also got to look at our away record still when we're coming up against half-decent teams away from home. We're just not getting the 3 points, and it's still continuing. 2
years now, we've not beat a top 8 side away. So that just sums it all up. I can go on and on and on, but that sums everything up.
Okay, we'll leave it there. Let us know your thoughts and opinions on the game in the chat, and also smash that like button as well, Reds. We'll be back on Monday. Try and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you.